Engineering failures, with Stephen the engineer. Picture this. It's the year 1628 and you're standing on the docks of Stockholm, Sweden, witnessing the maiden voyage of the Vasa, a grand warship built on the orders of King Gustavus Adolphus. This isn't just any ship. It's the most heavily armed vessel in the world. Crowds gather, there's fanfare, flags, and the ship sets sail. But just minutes into its maiden voyage, the Vasa keels over and sinks in full view of the horrified onlookers. A royal misstep, indeed. Now, you might be wondering, how could such a disaster occur? Well, let's dive in. The Vasa was designed to be the pride of the Swedish Navy, a mighty floating fortress bristling with 64 bronze cannons. But there was a small issue: it was dangerously unstable. In their eagerness to please the king and adhere to his specifications, the shipbuilders had created a top-heavy design with insufficient ballast at the bottom to keep the ship stable. Despite signs of instability during construction, no significant changes were made. This overconfidence, coupled with poor communication and coordination among the design and construction teams, set the stage for disaster. But why didn't they fix the problem? Oh, the folly of royal ambition. King Gustavus Adolphus was in a hurry. He wanted his colossal warship ready for battle against Poland. And so, with haste taking precedence over safety, the Vasa was pushed into service. And pushed she was, right to her watery grave. Just minutes into her maiden voyage, a gust of wind caught her sails, causing her to lean heavily. Water poured into the open gun ports, and down she went, right there in Stockholm's harbor, taking 30 souls with her. In the aftermath, the blame game started. Who was responsible for this colossal failure? The king? The shipbuilders? Or was it the ambitious dream of naval superiority that sunk the ship? Despite the subsequent investigation, no one was held accountable. The ship was a loss, and so was the king's pride. But from this royal blunder came valuable lessons. The Vasa's tragic end brought to light the need for better design and construction practices, leading to significant improvements in shipbuilding standards. The catastrophe taught us that ignoring safety warnings in favor of ambition could lead to a literal downfall. Today, the salvaged and restored Vasa resides in a museum in Stockholm, serving as a tangible reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and flawed engineering. So remember, whether you're building a ship, a house, or your career, ignoring red flags and bypassing safety measures can lead to disaster. But hey, at least you'll have an interesting story to tell, right? Because when engineering fails, it doesn't just sink ships.